Welcome, this is just a little video. I'll try and keep it really quick, certainly less than 3 minutes, hopefully less than 3 minutes, just for parents to have a little look about how we might suggest they could help their Year 11 students revise. I apologise if my voice is a bit croaky, I've got a bit of a cold this morning. I'll try and do it quickly though, so I'm not wasting too much of your time. Okay, first of all, hopefully you found your way to the C. Haynes CCC YouTube channel. I've just opened up a YouTube page, so gone to Google, type YouTube, just gone to the YouTube homepage and type C. Haynes CCC in there. I'll do that now for you, I'll refresh it, there we go. And this is what comes up. So these are some of the videos that I've recorded under that channel name. It's sometimes better if you go straight to my channel, so if you click onto here, that'll be my YouTube channel. So now you know it's my stuff because it has this little header that I've taken from somewhere. So there's lots of videos in there, and you can download more videos, you can scroll through them and that type of thing. I'm hoping that you found the first one, because they normally load them up by order of last recorded, will be the one that you're watching now, and it's on there. So as well as the one that you're watching now, and I am recording now, there's lots of other ones in here that I've recorded. These ones here recorded lately are a couple of ones from my own daughter's teacher at school, because she was trying to, want some help in how to explain how to do chunking. Then I got sharing, sorry, quadratic revision there. Here I had sharing in a given ratio using the bucket method or the grid method. We've got some of these here are about going through past papers. Always amazes me about going through past papers how many kids want to do it. If I want to look at all my videos, I can just click on videos and then I get them all listed down, all the videos I've got. I can load even more of them. And they're there. So there's lots of different things there for students to pick up and have a look on. There's one here called the Crammer 2. The Crammer is something, it's a long one, that's over an hour long, or nearly an hour long. That is something I suggest students watch the day before the exam or the evening before the exam, or if they can bear it, get up a little bit early and watch it on the morning of the exam. That's just me racing through, trotting through very quickly all the different types of questions that are likely to come up on a foundation paper before the exam. There's one called the Crammer there. If students are doing the aiming for a B, there's one called the Blaster. If they're aiming for an A, there's one called the Ascender, and if they're aiming for an A star, there's one we call the Astronaut. So they're there to help, but that's a general sort of synopsis summary of everything. All the other ones tend to be particularly about specific bits in maths, or like this one here. This is a particular me going through a particular paper on how to answer those questions. This one amazed me. It's got 32,000 views, but well over half of those views are from America, and I can't quite understand why an American kid would want to watch that, but there you go. Takes all sorts, I suppose. Okay, so that's my stuff. I've not recorded much recently because I found other sources where they're pre-recorded for me, and a guy who runs a website called Corbett Maths is absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to take you away now from my own site here. Go into Google. I'm going to type in Corbett Maths. Because I've been there so many times before, it automatically comes up as a suggestion for me. It probably won't for you, but here we go. Corbett Maths, boom. This is his idea. So in some ways it looks basic, but it's absolutely fantastic. We've got 5 a day. 5 a day is really good. 5 a day here. 5 a day GCSE A star to G. So that's the current GCSE syllabus one at the minute. If we click on 5 a day GCSE here, we can do every day. There are a set of questions you can do whether you're doing numeracy foundation or higher tier entry, and there's nearly always answers, and it's interesting to see that he started this year. I always like this. Obviously he had a New Year's resolution that he was going to do video solutions for every single one. He's a working teacher, no wonder he hasn't been able to keep that up. It says at the top, numeracy is broadly aimed at grades G, F, E, D, foundation at the D/C, and higher at the B, A star. Okay, so let's just randomly pick what's the date today. I'm on something I think like the 10th of Feb maybe. Might even be the 11th today. Yeah, it is the 11th today. Click on a foundation one, show what it looks like. Work out the nth term of this, so students can work on that question. They are across all bits of mathematics. Okay, so they could sit down with you and you could do that. You could print it out, or you could just do it on a scrap of paper by the screen. I would suggest that is fantastic help for your son or daughter to get them through it. Don't panic if you can't do it. You can always yourself go and look at the answers. So here we have some answers, so you know whether or not you've got it right. And also, if you actually, let me just go back to those answers a second. So let's just pick a topic there. That doesn't look like the questions they were before, does it? That's because I've gone for the, sorry, I went for the numeracy answers. I've done it badly there. That was the numeracy answers. I had to scroll down to page, here we go. Work out the nth term of a sequence here. That was a question we looked at. If you couldn't do that, on this website as well, he has his videos. So I'm just going to go back to the home site and look at the videos. And he has recorded far more than me, loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of videos. So we need to now look down for something that sequences and the nth term. That could be under algebra. It may be, it may not be. It's not there. I can't see anything under algebra for sequences. So I'm now going to go and try and look up sequences, see if there's something in sequences. And you'd have to do this at home as well. This is the hard bit, knowing what it's called. If ever you've got a question you don't know what it's called, send it in and I will let you know what it's called. Sequences, nth term, video. Here we go. Now we've got a video within a video. Just press play. You may not be able to hear what's going on here, but there's a little screen going on. And then this is Mr. Corbett Maths explaining what he's doing. He'll take you through how to do it. His writing appears a little bit strange, but I do believe he's normally right-handed, but he writes left-handed, so it's easier for you to see the screen. There you go. So that's Corbett Maths. I would suggest that as a really useful place to look at. I'm just going to take that back to the videos, because when we do tests, when we do past papers, we will nearly, sorry I haven't got what I wanted, we will nearly always have written on the paper, I'm struggling here to get here, I can't get back to the one I want. Let's go back to welcome paper. From this list of videos, we will nearly always write on a past paper or a test, we give students a little CB reference number. So if kids have come home with a past paper, we've given them as a test, they couldn't do it, maybe question 17 was the one they couldn't do, it'll probably, not always, but probably have like CB 79 on. And that means you need to scroll down here and look at CB 79, I'm guessing that was right, so that would be points perpendicular to find out how to do that question. It's there for them. Alright, I also met with a parent the other day and they said, well okay, they're watching all these videos, how do I know those videos are any good? For me the answer is, let's not pick something, let's do averages mode, practice questions. If you click on there, there are a huge number of practice questions to find there. So you could sit down with your son or daughter, watch the video and then open up these practice questions and see, well, can I answer the questions that I've just been working on? Do I now understand them? And I think at the end often there are the answers. In this case there aren't. Okay, but if you've done some practice questions you need help marking them, send them in and I'm sure we'll better help you mark with those as well. Sometimes there are textbook exercise questions as well. That's a very dense amount of questions, probably not suitable for revision, to be honest with you. Oh, there's some answers there if you want an answer. Okay, that's probably it. There's also, sometimes we use something called the Maths Watch CD. So some of our past papers have a Maths Watch reference number under each question, which is an MW number. We're going off that a little bit because so many of our youngsters now don't actually have a computer. They're on tablets, even on their phone, a lot of them. And there's no slot for a CD on them, so they're pretty useless. We're looking at going over to being able to buy licenses, but it will cost each student £5 for a Maths Watch GCSE log-on. I'm not convinced by that because why pay a £5 when I think the explanations are better here, and they're free. So this is the Corbett Maths website that I would really recommend you use. I've just tried to do that first thing in the morning. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Hope that's been slightly useful to you. The other thing is, do email me. You'll know from your student what your email is. I'm not going to say it now in case random people are watching this, but you know what my email is. Email me if you need it. Fantastic. Hope that's been helpful. I'm sorry that was 10 minutes long, not the 5 minutes long I tried to make it.